Say love. Good night, radio friends. Right now it's 6 o'clock with 6 minutes. Welcome to tonight's edition of Likkle I Report here for the 12th of July 2016. It's your program that shares the latest international news headline from around the world. Other good information, histories from time to time, your Farmer's Almanac, all that right here on the 88.1 FM during our 6 o'clock news and information hour. Of course, a big up to the one and ones that come in on the program if you learn something, what it is in the big island, the little island, of course, and you want to know about what's going on in the outer world or right here in our community. Well, of course, you tune in tonight if you learn something to pick up each and every one of you. And well, and besides giving you the information, I hope I don't bore you too much. I always try to pick out a nice little music for y'all to enjoy as well. Well, before I come in with some of our very first international news for you tonight, I'll start out with a little bit of music from the man Likkle I. This one entitled Love Me the Way I Am. 6 o'clock with 7 minutes. We're starting out tonight's Likkle I Report. Cultured up, Lucky style. Hope you're out there sitting back, relaxing, and getting ready to enjoy a little news information wherever you might be in the twilight. It's a good Tuesday evening to you. Respect. Welcome to Radio Likkle I. Rasta Punch here with you. It's the 6 o'clock news hour. We do Monday through Friday here on the 88.1 FM. We transmit to all the Little Corn Island, Big Corn Island, sharing international news, important information like the weather information, the Farmer's Almanac. Of course, this is the radio station that I helped found along with Ariel Hamilton and well, all the other great people that helped build this station. Maybe I was one of the first person as a vision to bring this station to being, but without the help of countless people and others around, this station would never exist. Even, of course, back in the United States where I used to live there and work at WPFW 89.3 Pacifica Radio in DC, a lot of people came out to support through my leaving. And well, here we are today in the radio station, you know. The radio station that we the people built who love community radio. All the way in Likkle Corn Island, Nicaragua, you know. This radio station has been big part of this community here in Likkle Corn Island in the last 5 years that it's existed, you know. And maybe we're a station we don't get a lot of, we don't have any funding from any non-profit, you know, and we don't make a lot from advertising. Maybe we make here sometimes 500 quarterable, which is like $20 a month or less from different businesses, and everybody has to do their little part here. Sometimes we have the church people that come and give program. We don't charge them, it's free, you know. A lot of free things go on in the station here, and you know, one thing about free things is you can't put a price tag on it. And you know, I know that in this community in particular, in Likkle Corn Island, this radio station has given a lot of inspiration to the people here in the Little Island. You know, inspiration next door, which you'll see in other videos, to help build our community center. You know, inspiration to put lights on our conscience just by talking on this same microphone to the people out there about the issues that affect us here in the Little Island sometimes. The inspiration of many other people that have traveled here now to begin helping, you know, has come from this first corner of this community, you know, because before this radio station existed, we only had, well, your school, your basketball court, your baseball. We had a reading room, you know, where young people could go and read or get read to. And now we have a lot more since this radio station coming for the people here. And I know that to others out there, it might not seem like much, but there's a lot to us here at this station to provide that inspiration to people, you know. And it's something priceless, because even though right now the station's struggling, we don't get money at all, you know. Like I said, our advertising is low. We're dependent on a lot of foreigner and the tourist businesses that really, now in recent years, maybe they've had economical problems and they don't see, you know, any economical benefit in supporting the station with their advertising, because it's not like we play music for tourists or foreigners. We play music for the people, the native people of the Corn Islands, the native people of the Caribbean coast where we transmit to, you know. And those are the type of people that we give inspiration to here at the radio station, and that's free. And it's something that I'm very happy about and proud and glad that I could be a part of, to make a place like this that inspires people. You know, something to think about. If you're out there in the radio and you're working in commercial radio or maybe the corporate media, and you're not inspiring people to look better for themselves, then you should really question what you're doing out there in the media. You know, and I think with the community radio station, me being the director, I'm given a lot of freedom to inspire people however I do. You know, and right now tonight here you're going to see a little bit of international news, and you're going to hear how I give international news to the people here, the native black Creole people of the Corn Islands. We also have Mosquito, we also have Mestizo, which is Spanish speaking people, but primarily these are two Creole islands. And well, you're going to see how I give that in. Well, just check it out, you know. We'll talk again here in a little bit. I'll talk to the people now.
Radio Likkle I, where Likkle is big.
Right now, 6 o'clock with 13 minutes. A blessed love and a good night to all my listeners. Coming in with our very first international news story for you tonight here on the Likkle I Report. And of course, a blessed love and a welcome into all the one-on-ones. Hearing my voice once again. I know I was out last week and I wasn't here too much. And we're right here tonight to pass on a little information for you tonight. Well, as we turn our Likkle eye on some of the things going on in the big world with one of our very first news stories, an easy news story. I'm going to start out with an easy story before we get into some of the real hot topics out there. And well, this is actually coming from the, I guess it's a continent of Australia. You ever heard of that place? Australia? Well, this is a big place, a big continent, a big piece of land underneath China. Australia, maybe you've seen some of the picture in the movie them about the big conejo-looking animal that jump around. Talking about they call it a kangaroo in proper English. And well, maybe you remember from way back in time, the old-time picture, Crocodile Dundee. Like back from the time of like Van Damme and Rambo time, you know, there was an old-time picture of this man who used to used to kill up the crocodile and wear all the shoes and boots. And well, he come from what they call Australia. You know, well, the first night, our very first news story coming out of Australia. And well, Australia is known for its natural beauty. You know, it's a big desert, a really hot place. And also, of course, one of the places that is considered to have some of the most dangerous wildlife on the planet. Imagine there's in this continent of Australia some little tiny insect and bugs that if they bite you one time, you're dead straight off. And besides that, they got some of the most amounts of poisonous snakes that have all type of different animal. Like you think that them kangaroo or them conejo that jump around the picture, them look nice, but if they was to hit you, they would kick you hard, you know. And besides that, they have a lot of other wildlife there. Well, tonight's story, of course, I'm just going to go ahead and read to you the headline in English coming from the BBC. It says here that an eagle tries to carry off an Australian boy. Imagine this. It says here that an águila, an eagle, attempted to lift a little boy into the air during a bird show at one of the parks there in this country of Australia. It says here that a wedge-tailed eagle tried to fly away with a terrified little boy at a popular wildlife show in central Australia. Well, you know, a lot of these different countries like Australia, they attract a lot of tourists to come and look at their wildlife. And this was at a wildlife show where they get to sit down, and in the picture they actually showed the eagle, which is about double the size of this little boy who they say was the age of maybe 6 years old, grabbing the little boy hoodie. He had one of them type of jacket on that have a hoodie, and well, he grabbed him pretty hard, because not only did he grab him and lift him up out of his seat,
also left a pretty bad scratch on his eyeball. And right here, of course, in this picture, it's pretty amazing. They were able to catch this eagle swooshing down on this little boy at the right time. Now, of course, they say when this happened, the park ranger, you know, because whenever they have these wildlife shows, they always have a man there who watching the guests then to make sure that no harm comes to them. He step in and he rescues the little boy. They say that maybe the eagle would have tried to fly off with the little boy. Now, this is not your normal eagle. I know sometimes maybe we see the eagle them around here or we see them in picture, but the eagle is actually a very huge animal, you know. Eagle could grow in its wingspan up to about 15 meters. Imagine that. That's a big wingspan for a bird to have. And well, according to this, they show there that no real harm was done to the little boy. And well, the family they know too concerned. Of course, when it was going on, the mother was screaming for her little child who was sitting right there and gone to try and protect her little boy. And well, in the end, nothing did to the bird neither because. They don't know why the bird tried to go after the little boy. They thinking that maybe because the little boy was there playing with his zipper. You know, that's what somebody in the crowd here in the report said that he was there. You know, he had this hoodie on and he was playing with his zipper. And they don't know if that attracted the attention of this bird because the bird was supposed to be part of the show. He was going to fly in onto the stage that they had set there, the little terima, and do some type of show. But instead of flying in on the terima there, he fly in on one little boy. And in this picture, which you know is a very rare that they catch this picture, you could see that the eagle lifted the little boy up by his head. And this is something that doesn't normally get catch by a camera, you know. Normally, you think our eyes move quick, but the camera eye don't move quick as we eye. And well, right there, again, they say that this little boy is in okay condition. Now, the park making a statement, they say that, of course, they had an incident where one of their eagles made contact with one of the audience members. They say they're investigating it to see what the circumstances were behind this incident. And well, right now, that eagle that did this, well, they are not including it anymore in this wildlife show. You know, they take the eagle out the show, but like him lose his job. Now he has to go back and go hunt a rat and the next thing in the bush there. You can't just eat the nice steak and other thing that I imagine that was feeding him now. The little boy, him okay too, but a really interesting story, you know. Normally you don't catch something like that on camera, and they catch that one on camera. And you know, I've always heard about that from I was a young little boy growing up. You know, they would used to tell me that the eagle is a very strong bird. In fact, they say it's one of the strongest bird out of all the bird did. And they said that an eagle could actually pick up a little baby. And well, I never really believed it much. I always thought it was like some type of Nancy story, but tonight I believed it with my own eyes. I seen the picture here that it's the truth, man. A big time eagle. And this is not no little baby, you know, this is about, they say, a little boy who have year like 6 years to 8 years old. And in the picture you can see it's not no little tiny baby, and it's a good sized little boy, and the eagle lifted him right up off of his seat. Well, the mother grabbed the little boy, saved him. The ranger, the park ranger, rescued the little boy so the little boy don't soar like an eagle. But that eagle, well, that eagle going to be soaring free right now. They say they take the eagle out the show. They don't kill up the eagle because it's not like him kill up the little boy, and they don't know exactly why the eagle has done that. But we're talking about the eagle being one of the strongest bird out of all the different birds, and talking about this little news from the country of Australia. I think that would be a good time to play a little tune right here from Mr. Jimmy Cliff, an old-time reggae tune entitled Soar Like an Eagle. It's 6 o'clock with 20 minutes here into the night's Likkle I reports.
Yeah. You see, we in the Corn Islands, we live close to the sea, we live close to wildlife, close to nature, and people here really like news stories like that. You know, I know maybe in America don't get no attention unless it's like the Animal Planet or something like that, but people really like news stories like that one here, where you talk about some animal or some boat or accident like this, you know. And radio is still an important thing here. I mean, right now this station in particular, we're transmitting tonight in the nighttime, is hard, you know, for us, because the most listenership of radio, like most parts of the world, is in the morning time. And our station here, it does not come on in the morning time because in Little Corn Island, where we're located, we only have actual town power from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 6 o'clock in the morning. But with this program here and the program I did before, it's made it popular once again to listen to the radio in the evening time, you know. And well, right now 6 o'clock is a good hour too, because we're not competing too much with the hottest TV time for broadcasting, because you know normally here some of the hottest time to watch your TV shows, like here they call them novellas, they're soap operas, they're in the nighttime, like 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and sometimes during those times people hear their national news as well. So we're still very vibrant in this community. A lot of listeners, I couldn't tell you exactly how much, but probably right now on this program at least a couple hundred people are listening here in the Little Island, the Big Island. Between the two islands we have a population of nearly about 10-15,000 people between the two islands. And this station is talked about a lot. A lot of people, it's not like I can drive around and count everywhere I hear the radio, but through the amount of people that interact with me on my Facebook page, the amount of people that talk to me on the street, they really do enjoy this station and enjoy this program. There's no other program like this on any radio station here anywhere, because any other international news topics are never talked about here, really. All the big radio stations from Bluefields, which is one of the biggest port cities on the mainland here on the Caribbean side of Nicaragua that's closer to us, they deal with national politics. In Corn Island we don't have any radio station that deals with international news topics. The other radio station in Corn Island is a radio station that is more focused on community music and community announcements. Not even local news they cover too much, sporting events. And then the other radio station in Corn Island is a church radio station dealing only with church music and Christian church type of items. So here in the islands, this is the only type of program or station like this. In fact, we're the only radio station too that runs all night long. I'm here until about 8 o'clock tonight. I'll be doing a soca music hour after the news hour. And at 8 o'clock, we'll be programming music to run all night long. Sometimes with commercials, sometimes without, depending on what night of the week it is. And this is the only radio station in the entire Caribbean coast of Nicaragua that runs in the nighttime and runs all night long. All the other stations, they usually shut down around 5 o'clock. For example, the other station in Big Corn Island is already off the air. The Christian station is also shut down, I think, about 6 or 7 o'clock. So it's something else that we're doing here at Radio Little I that's different.